All right. Sorry for the late start, guys. Hello, James Apparition Oi Chichan. Woo! Welcome back to Higanabana, the final time. Yes, I'm feeling great. Thank you, Oe. And yeah, today, wow, just hello, Void Dweller. Today is just like, what did I tell you? Higanbana is like short and sweet. Just 1 month for each book. We finished before the start of December, which is quite nice. And damn, wow, what a crazy, creepy, oftentimes disturbing, oftentimes heartwarming journey it has been. My God, like it's interesting that there wasn't too much of an overarching plot to Higanbana. Sometimes it was that way. I think so. Like a lot of the smaller stories were sweet. Like it was ridiculously brutal at many points in it, for sure. But but there were a lot of sweet moments too, in the smaller stories especially. The Anyway, last time, of course, away, of course, right, yes. And anyway, so last time we started the final story as Marie learned about Higanbana's origins. And I gotta say, it's very interesting to seeing how the school was just a place full of friggin' power battles all the time. Hello, Weibo. I would have loved to see some of those fights too, but I can see, they skipped it because it's not too important to the narrative. Although I gotta say, I do like the way Ryukishi writes fights. So, I don't know. I really kind of missed. I kind of missed. I wish we had seen the fight between Higanbana and Evil Marie. Like that. That would have been an amazing one. Or just see Marie fight her evil counterpart. Yeah. Oh no, it was totally rough in many ways. But we've been learning how Higanbana gradually became from being basically, soulless to the personality we know, and how their world came from a place of perpetual war to some semblance of order here, with the rankings of the 8 yokai. So, without further ado, for the final time, let's get back into it. Hey, you're here again? When they turned to look, there stood a trio of boys. Higanbana recognized them. They were the lot that were always persistently bullying Shuichi.
You're our punching bag, so don't walk around without our permission, okay?
Your job to take punches from us when we're pissed, get it? Don't try to skip out on us here.
Why you just here sulking because we weren't paying attention to you? Oh, albeit, we'll be sure to play with you a lot today. The boys laughed crassly. That laughter caused Shuichi's entire body to go rigid. Just judging by their faces, it looks like all three of them are pretty slow in the head. So you can tell. Anyone who isn't blind could tell that. Why don't you run away? They'd catch me. Besides, if I ran, I'd just make them angry and they'd beat me that much more. I see, so you're thinking out in the long term. Isn't this bullying causing you to suffer? Well, it is tough. But it's not like they're gonna kill me. They just rough me up a little. Hello, Jess. We just started. so don't worry. Perhaps it was the influence of his older brothers, who were already like adults. But Shuichi was a very adult-like boy, who would carefully base his choices on the long-term consequences. But that difference may have been what's caught the eye of these bullies. The trio of boys circled Shuichi and started shoving him around. Shuichi laughed awkwardly and asked them to stop. Just resist them. That would be pouring oil on the fire. If we just let them have their way, they'll get tired of it sooner or later. Shuichi showed Higanbana a pathetically forced smile. When she saw that, for the first time, Higanbana knew what it felt like to have an ache in her heart.
Alright, don't pass this line when you're throwing. Hey, can I go first?
You're in the baseball club, so you gotta handicap yourself. Throw with your left hand.
Hey, you were just trying to keep me from showing off my golden right on pitch.
After threatening Shuichi not to move a step, the bullies took a dozen steps back and started to pick up rocks off the ground. Uh-oh. It was obvious what they were planning to do. The rocks were a little too large to be called pebbles. If one of them were to hit him in the wrong place, he might not be getting away with just a few scratches. But Shuichi was ordered not to move at all. Shuichi shut his eyes tightly and braced for the oncoming pain. Oh boy. They're gonna pitch the rocks at him. He could actually die from that. My god. Like, seriously. Or get seriously injured. Just as one of the bullies was winding his arm back in preparation for a throw, Higanbana glared intently at the stone he held. And suddenly the stone slipped out of his hand and flew far above his head.
What the?
You idiot. What are you aiming?
No, I didn't do anything.
Hey, how far is that rock gonna go?
The stone, which had flown straight up, was now floating in still midair. In midair, to be. There was nothing that could have been holding the rock in the air like that. The bullies just looked up at it, stunned. By the way, please tell me if you can hear the music, which is very quiet right now anyway, but... And then, like a wasp dancing through the sky, the stone started to make figure eights in the sky. Then the stone swooped down, like a wasp ready to sting, and the bullies jumped in surprise. With a buzz, it flew towards the boy who had tried to throw it, and aimed directly at his head. Just like where the boy was aiming to hit Shuichi. Damn.
Watch out!
Screaming that, Shuichi threw himself at the boy. He wrapped his arms around the boy and tackled him to the ground. Missing its target, the stone smashed into the ground and broke into tiny pieces.
Shuichi, why?
Why did Shuichi protect him? Higanbana couldn't understand. They were his enemies. So then why? For a short while after they hit the ground, the boy kept his eyes on the pieces of the broken rock in a daze. But then he suddenly came to his senses and realized that Shuichi was still lying on top of him, and the boy pushed him off with all his might. The boy rattled off insults as he stood up and brushed the dirt off his body, and started kicking Shuichi's legs with the tip of his shoes. Shuichi cowered with a grimace on his face. Oh god, now they're switching to Higanbana's narration. Oh, for fuck's sake. God, the narration switches are just like out of nowhere, I fucking swear. This made my entire body stand on end. Involuntarily, my right arm raised, and my sharp claws grew. I'll tear that mangy soul directly from his body, right here, right now. Just at that moment, Shuichi, still face down in the dirt, spoke in a groan.
Don't do it, Higanbana-san.
It was a quiet voice that could barely be heard. But Higanbana undoubtedly heard it, because her arm stopped. The boy who Shuichi had just saved continued kicking him on the ground, face bright red. Apparently he thought that as he was trying to show off with his throw, he ended up throwing a wild pitch that went straight up. And furthermore, he had been frightened as the rock came back down at him. It seemed that this had been something supremely embarrassing for the boy. So he kept kicking Shuichi to gloss over the fact. But the other two bullies weren't so oblivious. No matter how you throw it, there's no way a stone should be able to fly through the air like that. Those two boys were no longer interested in bullying, and instead were chilled to the bone and looking at the pieces of the smashed stone.
Hey, let's get out of here! This is kind of creepy. Yeah, let's go!
Those were the bullies' honest feelings. After putting in one last kick, the bullies took off, leaving Shuichi crouching on the ground. Why did you protect him?
Because if that had hit him, it looked like it would have hurt.
They were hurting you. But weren't they trying to use that rock to hurt you first?
I guess so.
Shuichi stood up, dusting off his clothes. Shuichi, why are you always so concerned with the consequences of things?
It's not like I really mean to.
Those guys may be the same age as you, yet they don't think like you do at all. It's almost like you're not even human.
What an awful thing to say. I'm a human and I'm trying my best to be one.
But surely, the way you look at things is different than that boorish lot. Hello, T. Welcome to the stream.
Probably, I guess.
I understood clearly. Shuichi probably saw things differently than the average human being. That is why he was able to see supernatural beings such as myself. And why you can see a sunset more vibrantly beautiful than anyone else. I feel like you must be able to see things that other humans can't, Shuichi. And what you see is so beautiful. You can't be bothered by the petty squabbles of your fellow man. In the same way that some people are born with wavelengths closer to the supernatural world, maybe there were some people who were born with something not human about them. Shuichi could be said to have mystic eyes. He has the Sharingan. With those eyes, he was able to perceive emotions as manifestations of beauty. Because they were so beautiful and vivid. He didn't want to forget how moving they were, so he recorded them in his sketchbook. Those pictures you sketch, they're not abstract art, are they?
No. I just draw things as I see them. I realized back when I was in kindergarten, I see a different world than other people. I told my family about it. They were very surprised, and my father told me that these eyes must be a gift from the gods. And that I should draw pictures of the world as I see it.
Shuichi was aware. Oh, he was woke as fuck. Aware that his perception of the world, unseen by others, changed based on the swaying of his emotions. And he remembered how it looked by drawing pictures of them. That way, whenever he looked back through the sketchbook, he could recall the emotions of those times. If he improved his art, then he may be able to share his emotions with others. Back then, I wondered, maybe this is my calling. Oh, no, that's him. God damn it! Fucking narration switches! I hate that. Especially because the sprites aren't on screen.
Back then I wondered, maybe this is my calling. I can see feelings. Some kind of like interesting synesthesia type thing.
Oh, G-chan, if you missed Fata Morgana, the Fata prequel is going to be after Ever 17. So there'll be your chance right there.
I can see feelings. If I make them into pictures and show them to a lot of people, maybe they can feel them as well. In other words, if I draw a happy picture, I wonder if I can make a lot of people happy. On the night that I pondered those thoughts, I was so excited that I couldn't sleep. I don't know why the gods gave me eyes like these. But I think that this must be my mission in life. So every day I'll keep drawing every emotion that I see and keep practicing. I'll repeatedly express my feelings through my pictures and practice to become more skilled. So I vow to never go a day without drawing a picture. A picture of these countless emotions, uncategorizable in terms of normal human emotions.
Higanbana thought to herself, if angels really exist, although I can't see why they won't, because I exist, then he must be one of them. An angel sent from heaven, reincarnated in the form of a boy. For what purpose? To teach people how to feel a wider variety of feelings. I can attest to that. Because he even managed to show me what emotions are.
Thanks for trying to save me earlier.
It was just on a whim. Don't get too cocky, because if your soul ever gets the right je ne sais quoi, I might be snacking on you someday. Although, I'd prefer not to.
Huh. Thanks, Higanbana. When they were bullying me, that made you feel angry, right?
Angry. That's the name of the emotion you get when your heart tightens up and creeps up to your throat.
At the root of the feeling of anger, what is the desire to help me, right? I could see that. It makes me happy. So even though I was bullied a little bit, it wasn't painful at all.
First floor of the school building. The tea ceremony room in the far back. As a policy of respecting the individuality of students, this school put extra attention in the providing of extracurricular activities. And thus there were many of these rooms, specifically for club activities they wouldn't find in a normal school. Oh wow, Chi-chan, that's when my sister started doing more art as well. I used to try to draw, but I could never do straight lines well. I just totally suck at artistic things. My sister got all that kind of talent. I am so envious of people that can draw, seriously. To be able to bring your own thoughts to life on a piece of paper. Like to have talent in writing or drawing. That is such a gift. If you have something like that, you should treasure it, because it's something I wish I had, either one of those. But in this particular tea ceremony room, amongst a solemnly silent atmosphere, sat a group of students that seemed altogether out of place. They were the trio of boys who had relentlessly bullied Shuichi.
What was that back then?
You're always so nervous. It was just a strong breeze, that's all.
Oh, hello, Ian Michaels. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, just the wind.
Obviously. What else could it be? Stupid.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Just then, the opening of the sliding screen door could be heard, and one girl stood in the doorway. Oh, hello, James. I'm so sorry. Oh, but I'm so glad you keep trying. That girl was not human. But to them, she appeared to be one of their human classmates.
How did it...
how did it go? Did you guys get revenge for me or Rico today?
The true identity of this girl named Reiko Usumi is Sumire of the Twilight. God damn, why does she have to have such a badass name? Why couldn't I be Marie of the Twilight? Oh. It's okay, Marie. I think Mezzo Marie is adorable on its own. But it's not supposed to be adorable, it's supposed to be badass! Oh, of course you are, Marie. You're my little badass. Oh! She had infiltrated Shuichi's class.
Of course we did, Reiko-chan. Right, guys?
Yeah, we beat him even harder than yesterday. That bastard, Shuichi, serves him right.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes. They were in Shurok, so I looked around for them, but to no avail. Then I saw Shuichi-kun as he was throwing them into the incinerator.
Oh, those suckers! A new one's born every minute!
Of course, this was a fabrication on Sumire's part. Sumire was using bullying as a form of hunting. She would use her lies to instigate bullying, under the pretext of giving the boys a just cause.
Well, even so, Ji-chan, you have a talent to be able to cultivate that skill. Many people like me, no matter how much they try, can never get better. So, just being able to level yourself up like that is an achievement and a talent unto itself. So, yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of people, like me, no matter how hard they work at, writing or drawing, it wouldn't make the slightest bit of difference. So, yeah, I'm totally envious of that.
Her devil's tears allowed her to do so.
Seriously? He did it again?
What's more, Shuichi-kun was staring at me all day during class in gym. It's making me kind of scared.
That damn pervert! He hasn't learned anything at all!
And then, I want to believe it wasn't him. But recently my gym closed, and some certain stuff had all gone missing. I'm scared.
Acting frightened, Sumire shed her devil's tears. Those tears had the power to give people a taste of what it's like to bully, and even birth new bullies.
That bastard Shuichi! I'm never gonna forgive him!
It's okay, Reiko-chan.
Tomorrow, we'll really teach him a lesson.
This time, we'll beat him to a pulp. I don't care if we kill him while we're at it.
Thank you guys. Your compulsion to murder means so much to me. You guys are the only ones I can depend on to carry out assassinations.
Yeah, leave it to us!
That's right.
We'll even go so far as to break one of his arms to make sure he never bothers you again, Reiko-chan.
I'm scared. Shuichi-kun finds out that you've been doing all of this for me. He might just believe me even more.
Don't worry. Just like before, we'll make sure to keep that a secret from Shuichi and everyone else.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if we don't tell him. This isn't bullying, it's divine punishment.
Don't you think that if he's picking on you that much, it deserves divine punishment?
I think that Shuichi just wants to become a person that understands people's feelings, like you guys.
Man, Reiko-chan, you're too kind. Most people don't even try to sympathize with their bully.
That's what makes you so great, Reiko-chan.
And that's why we'll protect you. Yeah! Everyone sip for Reiko-chan!
Thanks, you guys. Alright, I'll be relying on you tomorrow too then.
Oh man, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna have a 3-course meal.
As twilight approached, the sky turned from orange to violet and displayed a beautiful gradient of colors. Higanbana was on the rooftop.
Oh,
If it isn't Higanbana-kun, I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
If you were, I'd be tearing you apart without hesitation right now. This yokai, taking the form of a portly gentleman, was known only as the headmaster. He is a greater yokai, and as his name suggests, is generally accepted as presiding over all the other yokai within the school. A great battle had once unfolded between him and Higanbana. But his desire to fight her had faded, and the two of them no longer crossed swords. It seems to me that basically Izanami, Headmaster, and Higanbana are the kind of triumvirate of this school, of all the yokai, basically. It seems they're the head of the council. Hey, Headmaster.
What is it?
Why do we exist as yokai?
Who can say? There is one thing that's for sure, though.
What's that?
If humans didn't exist, then we yokai wouldn't either.
Meaning we're just another part of humanity.
You could say that. Or maybe we're of humanity's shadow. It's because of the existence of humans that we are able to live in their shadows.
In other words, us yokai are just parasites to humanity.
Is that really what you think of yourself as?
But, aren't we? We survive by latching onto humans and picking away at the scraps of their souls. If we're not parasites, then what are we?
If that's what you think, then isn't that what we are?
I guess. Parasites don't need feelings. They just repeat their daily routines, living for the sake of living. But at oh god damn it. But as those days passed, I felt a dull agony. In that case, I must not be a parasite. What gives? Who am I? I'm a yokai. Then, what is a yokai really?
I have found my own answer to that question. But don't think I'd try to impose my opinion on you.
So stingy.
You're still a young yokai, though. Take some time to think about it. I'm sure that it will benefit you.
Hey, Headmaster. Do you have them? Emotions, I mean.
I do.
Do you enjoy them?
Of course.
Are they something that you need to have?
I'm not sure. But there is one thing I can say for certain.
Oh.
Emotions are a crucial aspect of humanity.
But what about us yokai?
If yokai are the shadows of humans, would it really be that strange for us to have emotions too? You are a very powerful yokai, but you're young, my dear. Fortunately, you have more spiritual power than most of the yokai can shake a stick at. So now, I think you should make some time for a little introspection.
How I should be? And what I should do?
Take some time to think about it.
not just that.
The disorder in this school has been spreading too. Go look at the students in the halls. They're confused, scared, and their hearts are being ruled by evil. They can't keep the peace unless they are constantly looking down on and hurting others. Horrible little brats. Humans are beings that live in the sunlight. They must not set foot into the evil darkness. So there must be something that inhabits their darkness. I believe that this is the role yokai play.
That's your interpretation, then?
Oh, now don't think I'm pushing it on you.
The way that these children look down on others is really cruel.
It's especially cruel within these schools. I mean, seriously, goddamn. The order and laws of human society should not reach within these walls. The police do not investigate disputes here. Instead, everyone taking part in a fight is considered at fault.
Well, that's really, really lame and stupid. But no one's really concerned with who started it. Once again, I felt that nauseating feeling spread through my insides. The same way I did when those boys tried to hit Shuichi with that rock. Why do I exist? Why should I exist? For some reason, I feel like he's the one who holds the key to that answer. Shuichi. When I'm talking to him, I feel like I can find that key.
It seems like it's been quite hectic today.
What's that? An ambulance? Oh no. That's probably Shuichi, oh god. The characteristic siren stopped outside the school gate.
It seems that someone has been injured. Is something the matter?
It was fun talking with you. But the next time we meet, let's fight to the death. See ya. With a hurried farewell, she jumped on the rooftop. She landed gently on the crowd and pushed her way through the crowd of people. She had a bad feeling about this. It seems that Shuichi had been found at the gymnastics storeroom in a bizarre condition. At first, the kid that found him thought someone had just been messing around. Why else would Shuichi's head be covered with a paper bag? Oh my god. However, the bag was drenched in blood.
Watch it! Stretcher coming through!
What's going on? What happened to him?
It looks like bullying. I'm sure that won't happen again at this school.
Shuichi! Shuichi! She called out to Shuichi as he was taken away on the stretcher, but he didn't seem to be conscious. And even Higanbana, as a yokai, was at a loss for words at the gruesome sight of Shuichi's face. She could tell that it was Shuichi because of the clothes he wore. Oh my god. But no one would have been able to tell that by looking at his face. His face was so swollen and bloodstained that she couldn't even make out where his cheeks, nose, or mouth were. Shuichi never put up a fight, so the bullying must have escalated to no end. Bullying? This can't just be called bullying anymore. This wasn't even assault. This was savagery. To humans, this was an inexcusable act. But in this alternative universe known as school, this was regrettably forgiven. School was a sanctuary, and therefore exempt from the laws of the outside world. Teachers here smothered and covered up all signs of bullying. This was the orderless and chaotic world of school. Standing apart from the crowd, a group of 3 students were watching commotion and giggling. It was the trio that had been bullying Shuichi. Oh god. Higanbana, I hope you do something to them. I will be right back. I'm just gonna get a drink. I'll be right back. Here we go. Okay.
What, just an ambulance? A hearse would have been better.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Maybe he'll die in the hospital. We brought down the iron hammer of justice upon him. Ha ha!
And nobody saw us do it.
Even if someone did, we'd just be judged not guilty because of juvenile law.
Oh, God. School was a sanctuary. Children were protected here. Protected from victimization. And from discipline. The laws and common sense of the general public didn't reach here. It was simply an unjust jungle, in which the smaller passive animals were eaten by the carnivores. That's just how things were. Shuichi had been rushed to hospital and received treatment in the intensive care unit. A new background after all this time. Fortunately, he was able to survive the most intensive part of his hospitalization, but his condition was still critical. Higanbana appeared silently at his bedside. Shuichi.
That voice... Is that you, Higanbana-san?
Yeah.
I thought that school yokai couldn't leave the school.
Yeah, Collider thought that too. Just rest your voice. Oh, we live in the school. We can leave it, but it makes us uncomfortable. And requires a lot of spirit energy. It's very tiring.
Yet, you came all this way. Thank you for coming to see me.
After going through such suffering, do you still enjoy having emotions? Do you still see this horrible state of affairs as proof that you're alive? I was being somewhat sarcastic. Usually Shuichi would shrug it off and laugh a little. I waited for his usual response. But he didn't answer at all. It was only natural. After all, what could he say in this situation? And now back to... narration switch! God damn it! Hi, gee, seriously, 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 seriously. Oh my god. Naturally, Higanbana too was at a loss for words. It's not like you're gonna die. You'll have to take it easy for a while, but in a few months you'll be back to normal. Who's saying this? Wait.
They said they'll never be back to normal.
What won't?
My eyes.
Oh my god. Your eyes.
I can't see anymore.
Oh my god. With those words, Higanbana was once again speechless. She understood now. He had lost that power in his eyes, which enabled him to see things other people couldn't. They were ruptured, both eyes. How mercilessly had he been treated? A part of his skull had also been cracked. It was a miracle that he didn't have some sort of brain damage.
The doctor said that I won't see anything ever again.
Oh my god. Oh god.
It's frustrating. There were so many more emotions I wanted to have, and so many more things I want to see.
It's not like you lost your arms, right? You can still open your sketchbook and hold a pencil.
But I can't see anymore. I'm blind. I can no longer see. The scenery constantly changing through countless emotions, like a kaleidoscope. I can't show people what I see through drawing anymore. I can no longer become an artist.
Shuichi could no longer keep the painful memories from leaking out from his heart. His eyes were not the only thing of his that was destroyed. Oh no. The sketchbook which he used to document all his feelings had been stolen and thrown into the incinerator. For fuck's sake. God. Even at the end, Higanbana manages to just... Oh, God. Every record he had made of the world he saw had been destroyed. The proof he had lived had been stolen from him. The proof that he had lived was his life itself. He had been killed. Oh my God. Hey, Shuichi,
What is it?
your eyes and your dreams are now crushed, right?
Yeah.
Nevertheless, can you still say that you enjoy your emotions? Hey, answer me. Shuichi never did answer. Higanbana finally realized his ability to communicate with Yokai was due to his eyes. He had lost them, so it was only natural that she couldn't speak to him anymore. The final question that Higanbana wanted answered the most would go forever unanswered. And for the first time, Higanbana felt she understood the words of the headmaster. Yokai are the shadows of humans. If there is day, then there must be night. Humans rule the day, while Yokai rule the night. As a human, he deserved to live in the daylight. And those who deserve to live in the dark of night must also govern it. So that those who are human never make the mistake of entering the dark. Shuichi, I finally understand. Thank you. Of course, Shuichi didn't reply. He would never hear nor respond to Higanbana's voice ever again. Higanbana's figure gently disappeared and departed from the hospital. It was a dark, moonless night in an inorganic town where the humans just barely feeding off the darkness with feeble man-made lights. Humans never went out on nights as dark as these. That was because humans walk under the sun and not the cover of nightfall. The same held true for school, and for the school yokai as well. Higanbana laughed. For the very first time, she laughed. She leapt from telephone pole to telephone pole, galloping towards the school, all the while laughing in a voice no one could hear. I finally understand. Finally! And I owe it all to you, Shuichi. Thanks to you, I can finally understand. I know what I need to do. I know why we yokai exist. Higanbana flew towards the gigantic school on the horizon. Hey, at night there are no humans at the school. Why's that? It's because at night, we are the ones that rule the school. The school belongs to us at night! No human must ever trespass on our domain! We will judge those foolish enough to invade our sacred night! We will die this night even darker, 'cause that's the role we play! Pit pat, pit pat. Pit bitty bat 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 bitty bat bat. A strange sound was coming from somewhere. It sounded near and far and right beside his ears. In an attempt to go back to sleep, he turned over in bed. Yes, he had finally gone to sleep, and being woken was irritating. He was one of the 3 boys who had inflicted serious injury on Shuichi. He was still worked up from what happened in the storeroom today, and was having trouble sleeping. Even the boy knew. Normally this would be a crime, but in the Higanbana universe it's just a Tuesday. But the school is a sanctuary. No one can blame him. Teachers, out of fear of being victims of circumstance, would cover everything up.
Hopefully he'll die in the hospital. Then the whole matter would blow over unsettled. But even so, beating up Shuichi was so much fun. First,
each kick gave him a wonderful sense of fulfillment. Second, each punch gave him satisfaction. They inflicted a whole range of violent acts against their passive enemy.
that was so much fun.
They were originally doing this just for the girl in their class, but not anymore. They're going to make everyone they hate look just like Shuichi did.
We're free. In school, we're free. We can't be bound by anyone. We can't be blamed by anyone. Ha 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 ha.
Pit pat, pitter pat, pit pat 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 pat. He could still hear the sound. It was grating his ears. What is that? What is making that sound? It was like footsteps, but they were neither approaching nor growing more distant. It was almost like someone was pacing around the same place over and over again. When he came to his senses and opened his eyes to try and ascertain the cause of the sound, something immediately felt very wrong.
What the? I can't move my body!
Even though he could open his eyes, it was as though his whole body had been bound by chains, and he couldn't move an inch. And that wasn't all. The ceiling was different. Where is this place?
Where is this place? This isn't my room or my bed.
Now that he had thought about it, his futon was too hard. It wasn't the same bed that they'd crawled into every night.
Where is this? What the?
Hey, you awake? Wake up and smell the ashes, darling. With that voice, someone entered the boy's field of vision. A figure appearing down on him as he lay on the bed. It looked like a pretty girl with beautifully long black hair. Her chillingly white skin contrasted with her jet black hair. Her red lips shone alluringly. She was so beautiful it was captivating.
Who? Where am...
Shh. Pecking order. This is my nest.
Nest?
What did I just say? It might be a little cramped and smell like medicine, but the TV gets good reception, and it's my own little slice of home. I wonder if you've never been to the infirmary before. That's right. I guess just because you hurt others doesn't mean you get hurt yourself. Little by little, he could begin to smell the scent of dust and medicinal chemicals as they stabbed at his nostrils. What was the meaning of this?
No way. This is probably the bed in the school infirmary. That makes no sense.
Oh, that makes no sense. He was sure that he had gone home, eaten dinner, taken a bath, and crawled into his own bed. So then, why was he here? He could only catch a glimpse of the hallway outside the door, but this was unmistakably the infirmary. With the windows open, the white curtains were slowly fluttering, like a Halloween ghost. He could feel a breeze, but it was warm and stagnant. But even worse, it felt wet and sticky. He was sure that this was reality. But he felt as if he had been dragged into someone's nightmare. That's right, you got in one. I invited you. The dancing Higanbana has invited you to her nest because she wants to dance with you. Yes, he was pretty sure he had heard a rumor about an odd Western doll in the infirmary who dances every night. But why was she cursing him? What could he have possibly done that was worthy of a curse? He had never once set foot inside the infirmary. Oh, it's because you've forgotten to be respectful.
Respectful? Of what?
Respectful for the dark of night. You're a being that should live in the light, and yet you set foot into the wickedness of night. The law of the human world may not let you off easy, but as a rule of the night, I won't forgive you so easily. The boy's eyes had gradually gotten used to the dim light, but when they did, he realized that the girl's hair wasn't just beautiful, it was horrifyingly long. Her hair reached down to her feet, and then grew off in all directions. It was strung around the room like a spider web. His eyes followed where her hair led, and traced it to the neighboring bed. However, there was a curtain between the two beds, so we had no idea what was going on behind it. The strange sound that he had been hearing all this time was coming from just over beyond the curtain that the hair draped over. Are you curious? Wondering what this sound is? Fine then, I'll show you. Oh boy, this is gonna be good. Are you ready? Are you ready? Higanbana twisted the boy's paralyzed face towards where the sound was coming from. Then she drew back the curtain and showed him the scene unfolding behind it. Yep, it's dripping blood. Pit pat 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 pit pat. Yep, I thought so. There were his friends. Yes, the boys who had relentlessly bullied Shuichi. But their bodies were far too bizarre. They were hanging above the bed, their limbs strung up by bundles of hair. They looked like puppets. Their wrists, ankles, and necks were tightly bound. Pit-pat, pit-pat, and they were being forced to dance. Oh my god! They had soulless eyes, and were foaming at the mouths, having been reduced to living puppets. The source of the odd tapping sound was now clear. The sound of them being forced to dance endlessly. Go ahead. Why don't you try to dance with them? And don't worry if you never danced before. I'm sure you'll do just fine. I'll do ciao. Countless wriggling strands of hair wound around the boy and strung him up like a puppet.
Stop it! Ah! This isn't real! This is a dream! A nightmare!
Exactly. For a normal human to meet one of us, you'd have to be dreaming. Or otherwise within the darkness. But you were the ones who stepped into our territory, right? Yada yada ipso fatso. And that gives me legal claim to do whatever I want with you. You place your dirty feet into the darkness of the night, without even a hint of respect. The darkness of the night had to be even darker. If not, humans would too easily walk right into it. It's the Yokai's duty to scare humans away by dyeing the darkness an even darker black. Common sense of laws did not reach as far in this abnormal world known as school. The only ones able to judge them in this world were the Yokai. Pity-pa-pa-pa-da-pa-pa. You guys are so bad at dancing. It's strange when I watch you. It's strange. When I watch you, I just can't stop laughing. Outside the window, there was a bright red moon floating in the sky, the likes of which would never be seen in the world of humans. Higanbana turned her eyes up toward that moon and laughed from the bottom of her heart. Ah, I get it, Shuichi. These are what you call emotions. This is what you call proof of living. Thanks to you, I can finally live.
I am the dancing Higanbana! As a yokai of this school, I will dye the night an even darker shade of black. So that humans will fear the dark! So that they'll never set foot within it. Now, you there! Dance along with that dancing Higanbana! When you tire of dancing, ask your friends to bite up your throat.
If you're gonna tire, do it quickly. If you're gonna tire, do it quickly. The last one of you won't be killed. Instead, you'll get to dance together with me forever. Bathed in the moon's mystical blood-red light, will forever dance the first victims of the dancing Higanbana, forever keeping Marie up at night when she remembers that they're there.
God damn it, Higanbana. I know you like your souvenirs, but that's... enough is enough.
No, I like that one, Marie.
Damn.
I kind of see her perspective. Like, wow. But, interesting. So she sees it as her duty to eat humans that have stepped into the world, have basically become as cruel as yokai. I see. Ah, so that's what happened.
Oh, wow! Oh my god! He looks so grown up, but he still has a kid-like face. Oh, wow! Oh my god!
For a while, I thought about dying. After all, the world had become pitch black to me. But then I realized, you don't need eyes to experience emotions. You feel them with your heart. Even if you can't see, you still have emotions. And I still have my ears.
So that's why you became a pianist.
Oh my god! He's Ray Charles, Japanese Ray Charles. Oh my god. Huh.
That's amazing.
After being discharged from the hospital, Shuichi Aramori went to a school for the blind, where he started to study music. He learned that his rare ability to feel emotions in a colorful way was not limited to only his eyes.
Now I draw my emotions with music. The world isn't grey. It's full of a wide range of emotions. Even if you feel the same emotion twice, there's an endless amount of brilliance you can gather from them. I know that. And I want to tell it to everyone. And I want to tell it to everyone. It was hard for me at first, after losing my eyesight. But nothing will get in my way of carrying out the mission given to me by the gods. That's what I think.
Shuichi Aramori, the blind pianist. With his piano, even when playing the same song twice, his music would always portray an endlessly changing variety of sounds, like a kaleidoscope. As a graduate of the school, he was invited to give a speech to the students in the gymnasium. Like, imagine if he just says,
Demons are real. They will literally eat you. You guys need to transfer to a new school immediately, because even if there weren't demons, the teachers fucking suck.
as a graduate of the school. Oh, I already said that.
My story is not one of ours or ears. It's a story of feelings. The world itself is grey. It's the emotions in our hearts that to give the world its beautiful colors. Whatever the feeling, you should enjoy them. And that is proof that you're alive. That's what I think. And that's what I want to be made clear to you kids.
You have, sir. I think that your story is a very important one to tell.
Is that so? Well, thank you then. Is that so? Well, thank you then. By the way, isn't it about time we went?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll show you to the staff room. Having been sitting under the shade of this tree, Shuichi slowly stood up, brushing the dust off himself. Then he paused and rose his head up towards the top of the school building. With eyes he should not be able to see out of, he looked up at Higanbana sitting on the railing of the rooftop.
It's been a long time. How'd things go? Are you enjoying having emotions?
Yes, all thanks to you. I see so many fun and interesting things that I'm never bored. Shuichi drew his outstretched hand back and left. Higanbana watched him as he walked away. When the nighttime is darker, the sun glows even brighter. It becomes so much more beautiful. Higanbana gently faded away.
Oh, wow, that was it. Wow. We didn't even get back to Marie. Huh. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of epilogue. This is just like, yeah, some of the Umineko part credits. I wouldn't have thought it to end right there. Wow, okay, it ended just like that. Okay, I was not prepared for that to be the end just like that. And we never got back to Marie, okay. Well, yeah, here we go. Let's do the tea party. Or rather, all cast review.
I am Kyo, 5th rank to the school Yokai, guardian that governs the border of the other world. Well then, would you like to play with the border between dreams and reality this evening as well?
Yeah, I would say it definitely does feel a bit unfinished overall, Higanbana. I am shocked that we never saw Marie again. Really, like, given she was in the earlier part of the story, I don't think it even needed the framing device if it wasn't even going to go back to her.
If you are here, then that means you too float on this boundary between worlds, just as I do. That makes us companions. Is that not what people who travel together are called? This is the boundary world between dreams and reality. Well, in layman's terms, this is a daydream. It's a world of waking dreams. Most of the time, you can only find trivial interactions taking place in here. But it's just interesting enough to kill some time every now and then. Oh, what's this? Right away it seems we found something interesting going on.
Oh, what's going on here? I don't know who's saying this. First, let me see this. You're a failure as a teacher.
Oh my god!
Oh boy.
First, let me say this. You're a failure as a teacher.
I sure as hell don't want to hear that from you, Kanamori-sensei. I don't know who's talking. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's the two edgelords. Oh my god. I sure as hell don't want to hear that from you, Kanamori-sensei. It seems these two failures of teachers were having a verbal dispute of some sort. Yep, oh god. Oh god, it's the Battle of the Edgelords. Oh my god.
First of all, Kanamori-sensei, did you forget what you did to your own student? Or is your head as empty as your ball sack?
Oh my god.
Oh! That's the one who targeted so many little boys. The art teacher who stepped their innocent bodies and drew pictures of them naked.
Ugh. It was an act of art, you perverted teacher. Besides, how do you explain what you did?
It was an act of love, you perverted teacher.
Can we both agree, please? You are both horrible, horrible people.
Everything I did was out of love. What were you doing? What were you doing for love? Not at all. You were just talking or taking your lust out of those boys.
Look at you blowing all that hot air! What makes you so much better than me?
Please, please, ladies, please. You're both ugly.
My number of victims have been limited to one. Yours were numerous. Mine was out of love. Yours out of lust.
Fine, let's have a contest to see which one is the real perverted teacher. Oh god.
I couldn't ask for anything more, Shintani-sensei. Alright, how shall we compete? I, Yoshijoji no Kanamori, despite my appearance, am very well versed in both the literary and martial arts. I'm the man who's never known defeat when it comes to love.
If you're truly a perverted teacher, then you've probably heard of this one. Parent perverted teacher conferences of death!
No, no, anything but that!
What the hell was all that? Let's leave these crazy trash-talking teachers alone.
Yes, let's.
Now then, what's over there?
I knew he would be here in the art room. In this, if they were doing this kind of thing. Okay, if they're just getting them out of the way right there, I get what you're saying, James. Yeah, I agree, James. Yeah, I agree. I agree, James. I'm just glad we got it out of the way. Hopefully that's the last of them.
Drawings are meant to portray emotion. Without emotion, they're nothing more than a substitute for photos. I see. Drawings and paintings are so profound. So now he's modeling for Shuichi, huh? Good thing he's keeping his clothes on this time. If I draw you exactly the way you look, then it'd be the same as pulling out a camera and taking a picture. So I draw the way you look based on my emotions. Now that you mention it, Shintani-sensei said something similar. Oh shit. I've never seen one of Shintani-sensei's drawings. What kind of drawings does she do? Oh god. Kind of embarrassing ones, I guess. Huh. That's an interesting way of describing a picture. At the very least, for you to feel hesitant when describing it. As a work of art, it sounds very intriguing. Oh god. No, it's art is quite complicated though, isn't it? Would the sketch you're doing of me be considered a work of art as well? Of course. I'm always drawing so I can teach people to feel emotions. It's not a picture this time though. I'm drawing a manga. What, manga? That's amazing. Is it gonna be published in Shonen Jump?
God. Oh god.
Probably something more like my next exclusive doujin. That's a pretty steady demand for purely uke types like you. Maybe it's a reception because I can do some revisions to it and resell it in Natsukami. I'm not sure what they're talking about, but I have a feeling it's not a very respectable manga that they're discussing. Let's see if there's a better group of people around here. These guys look better. Looks like they're having a nice laid-back girls' talk.
Yeah, it's kind of cringeworthy, I agree. Oh, God.
Well, sometimes people call that spirit photography, but
I forgot what voice I gave her. Oh yeah, I gave her the Erica voice originally. Oh god.
What? So most spirit photos are fake?
doesn't most mean that a portion of them are the real thing. It's true. Spirit photos actually exist.
Wow! A strange ball of light in the picture I took of spirit?
That's called a spirit orb. Sometimes called the orb phenomenon. It's when a spirit gets caught in the picture in the form of a little ball. If you take a picture at a gravesite, suicide site, or haunted site, they'll appear in large groups.
Wow! They're all in the pictures.
Oh, that's him probably. Wow, they're all in the pictures that I take. I wonder if that means I'm being haunted by a spirit or something.
You can't rule out the possibility. If you truly think you're being haunted, you should try talking to a specialist on the subject. Photos are a great way for spirits to warn you about things. Don't ignore it. Definitely look into it.
Isn't that just dust on the lens? All cases of spirit photography can be explained as being simple technical issues with the camera.
Really? It's not a spirit photograph of something that's been haunting me?
No way. There's no way that can happen. I guarantee it as a camera expert.
Now to be a coon, we can start talking about cameras. You act a little cool.
Whoa! Are you making fun of spirit photography? I'm gonna make sure to scan in all your pictures from here on out.
A cameraman and two ghosts talking about spirit photography. That's all sorts of surreal. What's going on over there? Well, if it isn't the one-eyed brat.
You don't have any psychic powers. You're a normal person. Oh, it's this. Oh, okay.
You don't have any psychic powers. You're a normal person.
What? You don't know anything about my powers, and you're not nearly as good as the rumors you make you out to be.
I guess it's no use. I didn't want to show my power, but here it goes. Come forth, my shadow! Terminal decay, castanets of Hellbound!
I see. You have a stand. In that case, I'll call my stand as well. My guardian beast. Come forth, Saku Yoru-sama! Who do you? I'm the leader of animal spirits, Saku Yoru.
Hi, hello. I'm a lonely yokai named Amelm. Here, have this.
Ooh, a big cake.
Thanks. Who do you?
It's really good with wasabi soy sauce. Oh, if you ever want to know a great place to get rabbit soup, just let me know.
Rabbit ranged attack from all directions.
Ah! No way. That level of composure. Is he a Class S stand?
You're slow in the uptake. Eat up, guardian beast! Thanks for the food. Or hime. No. Wasabi's good, but I like spicy mustard.
What amazing eating power! I am a lowly yokai, but please accept my best regards.
What the hell? Well, they seem to be having fun, so let's leave them be. At any rate, this is the world of daydreams. If you think about things too seriously, it'll just seem stupid. Oh. Is that the Azami Sumire sisters over there?
You idiot! Bullying will never disappear. That's why we use it for nourishment.
No, I will make it disappear. I won't allow it to exist.
Well, in her defense, it has been completely eradicated from our class.
That's because Yukari violently repressed it. I would have phrased it differently, but you're right. I moderate the bullying with righteous violence. I uphold the order in my class.
I heard that if you don't vote for her as next class rep, she'll punch you.
What is this, sister? Is bullying really powerless in the face of brute force?
That's because bullying is a democracy. It may be powerless before Yukari's power-based dictatorship.
See? See? That's cheating, you Corey! Bullying should be free!
Oh, my battery is running low. Why is that happening? Uh-oh. That's weird. Shit. Uh-oh. Let me just... so the stream doesn't die in the middle of my computer. It's a good thing it has that warning. Plug in. There we go. I don't know how that got unplugged.
Down with the violent dictatorship! Without bullying, we'll starve!
I think there's a lot to be learned from bullying in this world. It's one way of putting up with the poison of society, to practice allowing yourself to experience a dull, diluted version of it.
There it is! Sister's perfectly hypocritical argument! It's a needed evil! A vaccine needed to survive society!
If anybody in my class wants to bully someone, they'll be doing it over my dead body. Whoa, Tsukaki, you're so cool. He finally realizes it. He finally realized it. You look like a giant. Ouch. Don't ever talk about that girl's height. Sasaki, sorry. You making fun of me? Commenting on my height again? Punch! Punch, punch! I think punch out loud. Whose argument are you calling pretty hypocritical?
Yay! Sister, don't bully me!
Hell yeah, Yukari, you get it.
When they're around that age, girls tend to be taller and stronger anyway. Well, maybe it's a good thing for those brats to be forced to behave by the whip of a girl. Still, we haven't seen anything but nonsensical daydreams so far. I'm sorry to think there aren't any really laid-back daydreams. It's so peaceful.
Oh, so peaceful indeed, sugar. We hadn't seen the nurse at all in book 2, I think. It's very nice when the infirmary is this peaceful. Oh, it's normally really busy, sugar. Everyday kids come in and bawling their eyes out over absurd yet laughable injuries.
So when it's quiet in the infirmary, that means no one's getting hurt. That's all the better.
Don't things get peaceful for you? For the same reason, Headmaster. When things are quiet, that means there are no foolish human beings being devoured by yokai.
The younger yokai have been hunting quite enthusiastically lately. You've all been keeping me very busy.
Oh, it's always so. Someone's always making work for us. I wish I could find a nice man. Hey, Renwa-kun!
You're a yokai that can go in and out of art, right? Can y'all pull out a really good-looking guy of some art for me?
I can't bring anything out of the artwork, but I might be able to invite you into one.
Woo! Wait! Does artwork only mean paintings and portraits and stuff like that? Can y'all do it with the art in a book or manga? Cause I wanna be the protagonist of a reverse harem series.
I've never tried before, but probably.
Woo! Wait, whoa! Really? 1 second, I'll be right back!
With a roar, the school nurse ran over to her office desk and pulled out the lowest drawer and started pulling out multiple thin books that were hidden in the far back. Are you okay with this, headmaster? Even teachers need to relax every once in a while. Who am I to complain if they do it in 2D?
Oh, Winrao-kun. Oh, no, wait. Renwal-sama. Can y'all do this book first? First episode, Toya-sama. No, wait. Masato-sama. Square!
The ability to dive into 2D, huh? Some people would consider Runwal's power to be that of a god, or even surpassing the gods themselves. But leaving that aside, Headmaster and the nurse, you two should get back to work. Well, the reason that the headmaster has some free time is because the vice principal is doing his job. Let's head to where the VP is. That's not true at all. Right, Midori-san? Dreaming is a wonderful thing to do, right?
Damn it, I forgot what voice I gave her. God damn it, I forgot what voice I gave her. Fuck. I think I just gave her the normal voice. Yes, Black Tea Gentleman. Dreams are Hope's compass. Without them, people wouldn't be able to go on living.
You morons! Learn to face reality. Leave dreams to when you're lying in bed.
She was my voice? Okay, thank you, Apparition.
If you got time to dream in the first place, you ain't spending enough time exercising. Right, Aya?
Yes. It feels really great to clear your mind. Just run every single day. And you come home and relax in bed. Relax in bed. And sleep too soundly, did you mean?
Oh dear. It appears that Izanami-sensei has turned Aya-san's brain into nothing more than another muscle. And look at you. You fucked this girl's vision so bad she can't even focus. Midori! Look here. How many fingers am I holding up?
Many, many, many hands in the crowd of people clapping for me, asking for an encore.
Well, never mind that. As long as this person is happy, everything is okay, right? Aya-san, are you happy right now?
Well, my club activities are really tough, but I guess.
Oh no, she said she was.
Well, my club activities are really tough, but I guess.
That's good. Izanami-sensei. I think we can call this one a draw this time too.
How the hell is this a draw? My plucky little girl Aya is one hell of a good sprinter. Your drowsy princess doesn't even hold a candle to her.
Well, I think that my girl Midori-san is quite the spirit as well. She gives it her all to live in her dream world. A hell of a good dreamer.
That's it. This is a showdown. Aya, Midori, get in the ring. This is utter chaos.
I was the burn, but then she kind of morphed out of being the burn voice. I remember.
The world of daydreams really is getting great for killing time.
Oh, hello there.
Jeez, I thought I wasn't gonna show up until the end. If it isn't Kyo-san. We were just about to have some tea if you'd like to join.
Oh, thanks for the offer. Don't mind if I do.
Now then, Marie. What kind of tea cake will we be having today? Ta-da! Today I found some sugar cookies. But, Marie, don't you only have 2? Are you not going to have any? I'll give our guest Kyo-san 1. And then you and I will split one. Higanbana-san. Kyo, get out of here! You have 5 seconds. People who treat guests like that don't get to have any snacks. I apologize. Oh my god! Maria's Higanbana whipped! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I better get my cookie.
Higanbana, you've changed quite a bit recently.
Shut up! I don't care if I have to apologize for sugar cookies! By the way, Marie, how are you going to split that one cookie in 2? Huh? I was just going to break it into 2 equal parts. So you say, but in actuality, we're planning to break them in uneven parts and take the bigger one. I know your tricks. All right, here's what we'll do. Why don't I choose the opposite of what you don't choose? Huh? I don't really get it, but if it's possible for me to profit from it, I've got no problem with that. Okay then, Higanbana-san. Would you like to divide it in 2? Of course I would! I'll split them exceptionally unevenly. I'll get the whole cookie that I originally should have had, and Marie will be left licking the sugar at the bottom of the bag.
That's awfully mean to do to someone who just brought you a snack.
That's because I'm exceptionally cruel. Okay, Marie, I split into 2. I choose the bigger one. Okay, then. I get the bigger one. You can have the smaller one. Huh? Huh? Did I just get outsmarted by Marie? Don't worry. I'll give you the sugar at the bottom of the bag. Open wide and say, ah.
Higanbana has changed pretty significantly. Or maybe this is just another daydream. Oh man, looks like I'm interfering in their date.
Marie! How dare you trick me! My sugar cookie. Wah! The other day I asked you if you want to share a slice of sweet chestnut jelly, and you took the whole thing! I really want to eat it too. You, the lowly 8th ranked yokai, do you really intend to go against the 3rd ranked dancing Higanbana? If you start being too selfish, I'll never bring you another snack ever again. Oh my god, this is amazing. Oh my god, we have a vocal song. Oh no, I didn't know it was gonna auto. Oh god. I didn't know it was gonna auto scroll. Okay. Higanbana flew from her feet to the ground, prostrating herself before Marie. Oh my god.
Man, the guys at this school sure aren't boring. They get a relief for their expect about By the way, where'd you bring me? School is quiet now. I wonder if you were you later, friends. Let's get during school hours next.
It's too loud? Oh god, okay. Okay.
Man, the guys at this school sure aren't boring. By the way, it's winter break right now. School's quiet and empty. I wonder if the opening ceremony for the next term is starting soon. See you later, brats. Let's meet during school hours next time. See you next term. Which is none, because there's no third night.
And look at everybody together. There's Msaki, as always. I do wonder what the yokai do during summer break. Holy shit. You don't think third night was planned? It just seemed like it was, I guess. Oh, there's an Easter egg here, is there? It looked like she cut her hair. Did she cut her hair? Did Yukari cut her hair? It looked like she cut her hair. And there they are. Oh, and there they're in their special clothes. Oh my god, seriously, I love Yukari's new hairstyle. So I heard some profiles got updated here. Before we go. Oh, there's a full cast picture. Oh, wow. Of all the yokai and the kids. Not for girls, Void Dweller. Oh my god, look at this! Her full outfit! Oh my god. Marie Moria, when challenged to learn how to freely change her clothes with her own power, this is what she came up with. This mix of the uniform from school she wanted to attend and her innermost feelings of wanting to do whatever she wants. She finds it embarrassing and rarely puts it on. But when she does, beware. It means that she's gone into serious mode. Oh wow, that's cool. In accordance with the rules of the story of Meso-Meso-san, she pulverizes her enemies with superhuman strength. She made her mission in death to seek out poor children targeted by yokai and help them. Interesting, she has like a freaking chain. Like she's handcuffed. And she has those like 1990s Japanese fluffy socks. The vice principal. The temporary appearance that the black tea gentleman takes when he needs a human form. He's actually employed as the vice principal and supports both the human and the yokai headmaster. Oh my god, wow. I really wish we could have seen her fight in that form like that. He's usually downright cold-hearted when it comes to teachers doing their job. So whenever he's at work, the staff room feels silent as death. The only time he'll show an honest smile is when he's been talking about his favorite hobby, tea. Dealing with problems before they ever reach the headmaster's ears is his greatest virtue.
Izanami, the second rank of the school Yokai, the Reaper of the 13th step.
He curses whoever steps in the 13th step to be chased for 49 days straight. If you're caught, it's over. You'll be locked away in an unearthly cage of a world, left to melt for all eternity. He loves to preach his beliefs about enthusiasm as his prey runs from him. He decorates his living quarters with quotes from Shuzo Matsuoka. There we go. He's been on bad terms with the vice principal ever since he was scolded for running in the halls. Izanami Sensei, the hot-blooded gym teacher that advises the track and field club. Temporary appearance that Izanami takes when he needs a human form.
If you got time to worry, then run.
He spouts off as his motto while driving students to keep running with his bamboo sword. Most students are frightened by him, but there are a good amount of girls that are enthusiastic fans of his. Yep. We know, yep. He's had so much training the students that he's been forgetting to hunt. Well, that's good. Oh, Shizu Matsuoka is the never give up meme. Oh, wow. Interesting. Azami the Vengeful. The 4th rank school yokai. They are magical thistles only visible to those who are being bullied. Yeah, I instantly thought of you, Ji-chan. If they eat one of those thistles, they'll become a bully themselves. Azami is the yokai who commands those magical thistles. She is also the elder sister of Sumire. She uses her honey's words to draw in prey. It is a terrifying, hypocritical technique. Her ladylike manner of dressing draws in bullied children and makes them think she's some goddess who's come to save them. Apparently, there was once a time when she would take on human guise and become an incredibly bad bully herself. Kyo of the Mirror, the 5th rank school yokai. He's guardian of mirrors that lead to other worlds. He also controls the different personalities that humans show. He has a nihilistic and wild personality, and is particularly vicious to humans. Apparently it's because of a grudge against humans from when he was still an animal spirit. Even if he tries to falsify what he's feeling with a poker face, his emotions still come out through his tail. It is a source of much dismay to him. Renoir of the Art Room. 6th rank school yokai. He's a Tsukumogami, a yokai born from a very old, inanimate object that haunts paintings in the art room. He's usually fast asleep, but every once in a while he'll wake up and pull a human into one of the paintings. This being an era where no one has any room in their heart for showing interest in paintings, he finds himself sleeping a lot. He very rarely interferes with the other school yokai's hunts, so they tend to dote on him like a younger brother. I think it's the shadows, James. Aya Soma, a girl who had lost the will to live and remains living out sheer force of habit. When she stepped on the 13th step, she was forced into a 49-day trial. Oh, she has 2 outfits. Oh, the gym outfit. Wow. Searching for the meaning of life. Having survived the trial, she underwent a major change and even became a member of the track and field club. Her club advisor looks a lot like Izanami. Aww! He's still working hard even today. Every day she counts the steps on each staircase she walks in the hopes of meeting Izanami again. Oh my god, wow. Wow. Damn. Yuki Noda. Because of his soft personality, he's the type the girls from senior classes like to dote on. But he wishes that he was treated in a more manly way. Unfortunately, the moment he finally worked up the courage to refuse someone, he met the end of his life. Truly a sad story. Incidentally, his sense in art is very unique. If he had been born in a different era, he may have become a famous artist. Now, Fumi Shintani, teacher and art of the art club, a witching sort of pheromone hangs about her to lure men of all ages. She has pleasure in making young boys model for her and drawing pictures. She has a lot of chances to make passes to men, but her preferences are so specific that she doesn't have a boyfriend. She's become a prime example of a perverted teacher. Not only she's very kind, but behind closed doors she's rather violent.
Right now she's running a never-ending marathon through ascending and descending. She's very happy when she's at her target body weight. Oh god. Tomoka Okada. An occult-loving girl on par with Michiru. Her areas of expertise are ancient civilizations and super science.
Woohoo, super science.
Aliens are okay too. She likes to chat while drawing and her art is pretty good. She slipped and fell to a quick death, but even in death she's still itching for someone to talk to. Incidentally, she has a really good fashion sense. If she were to lose the glasses, she would be an exceedingly beautiful girl. Masaki Yoshikawa, a boy of smaller stature from the same class of Yukari Sakaki. He caught the eye of several bigger and meaner bullies and spent his day being bullied by them. Being a person who hates losing, he adamantly refused to accept that he was being bullied. Because of that, he ended up changing himself by way of a magical thistle. He hates Yukari for interfering. He's the kind of guy who ends up acting mean to the girl he likes. Ah. Shuichi Aramori, a former student of the school. He's a very sensitive boy. Being as gentle as he is, the chaos with the school made him an easy target for bullying. Oh, sorry, hold on, I just need to get... My leg fell asleep, god damn it, seriously. He has a strange power that allows him to visualize emotions, and he has made it his mission in life to draw pictures of the scenery he sees. The reason he is able to converse with Yokai is because he has a similar wavelength to them. Even now, he is one of the very few humans that Higanbana respects. Okay, away. Shuichi Aramori, adult. He still has that baby face. The blind master pianist. He utilized his great sensitivity and transferred his representation of the world from the book to the piano. As a graduate of the school, today he's been invited to give a speech to the children. It's a mammoth of a school, so it's not far-fetched to have a few prominent figures to have graduated from over the years. Higanbana in her ultimate outfit, ultimate form here. Higanbana's formal dress. She hasn't worn it lately because it tends to cause her shoulders to stiffen up. This dress is much more similar looking to the one she wears as a doll than the one she normally wears. Despite being the subject of a frightening ghost story and being particularly notorious among the students, she's actually quite slavish. Oh god! Lying around in the infirmary bed and watching late-night anime as part of her nightly routine. Quite different from the unnerving image of a doll dancing the night away that the children know her for. And there we go. Oh my god, do they finally have a release? There are finally some updates on Nirvana? That has been pushed back so many times. Wow. I'm so glad that there's some updates on it. I was getting really worried about it. Because, it was originally going to be released in the beginning of 2020 or 2019 or something like that. Well, you guys. This is the end of Higanbana. This was a really interesting series. It had it was overall, I'd say, a very, I'd say, schizophrenic series. I definitely do not regret reading it. Chaos Head, there's been some issues with Chaos Head, Jess. Unfortunately, I wanted to read Chaos Head. But there's just been some issues with the translation and everything, basically, when that's ready, what I wanted to do for Chaos Head is not ready yet. I agree that it was definitely worth reading.
And I'm glad I could experience it this way with you guys, where we had something to lighten the mood when it got super, super dark. Yeah, exactly, James. The subtitle of the song is The Two Joined at Dawn. Now, if that isn't a ship tease, I don't know what is. Overall, a very interesting series. That, in the end, I'm very glad I read. But I will say, I would have liked a bit more, fight scenes and stuff like that, a bit more of Marie coming into her own. But I do agree that it looks like it was truncated. I do agree that like a third night would have probably, to wrap things up, I think would have totally worked, honestly. And just to formally wrap things up, I think. But as it is, I think it's quite interesting. And I hope that nobody was too traumatized from the more particularly brutal moments. I have done the entire Zero Escape series, as well as AI Somnium Files, Ian. The next game after this? I have no idea what TRT is, James, but the next game after this is one of two that I haven't quite decided yet. It's going to be either Rose Gun Days or Arch Nelico 2, which I've heard very good things about, recommended by one of my moderators. But they're both fairly long games. That's true, Apparition. You've already read Higanbana, yeah. If you'd like to discuss, either of those two things, then come on our Discord and discuss it. But yeah, it's definitely going to be one of those two in this slot. And after Ever 17 is done, we are maybe I'd say 2/3 of the way through Ever 17, I would say. Just judging by what I know about the roots. But after Ever 17 is the Fata Morgana prequel, which I've heard is quite short. It's it would probably be, I'm guessing, 10 streams. It is the turn-taking game, is Arch Nelico 2, Void Dweller. That's one of the two games. It would be either that or Rose Gun Days. Alright, so thank you all so much for joining me on this Let's Play. I had a very good time, and I hope that... Oh, you have some Yuri suggestions? Well, please put them on the Discord, please. Oh, please, yes. I've been starving for some. I've been so starving for Yuri that I'm thinking of dubbing a freaking a Lapland x Texas fanfic from Arknights. Just because I am starved for content about those two. Yeah, I also find it very satisfying that first and second night were 10 streams each. You can come on the Discord and talk to us, Jess. Alright, you guys. Next Tuesday is some more Ever 17. We're starting a new route, the Sarah route. So until next time, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You are all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.